Good afternoon to those who will listen. It is April 12th, 2018, 12:04 p.m. And I was just going through some of the CNN news. And they're talking about Iran, Turkey, and Russia forming an alliance. And these are the three major countries that will go up against Israel in the end days and go to attack Israel. So just listen to this. Well, let me turn it up first so we can hear it.
Turn this picture up for you. On April 4th, this picture was taken. Can you tell me what's wrong with the photo?
Senator, you'll have to help me.
Okay.
I've seen this picture before, or a similar picture.
I would hope you could tell me what's wrong, but here I'll give it to you in the interest of time. What's wrong is that the United States of America isn't there. What's wrong is that Iran, Russia, and Turkey, supposedly a NATO ally, who is purchasing an S-400 missile system from Russia in contravention of the mandatory sanctions that this institution passed 98-2 in its law. Turkey is supposed to be our NATO ally, who's fighting the same Kurds that we have depended upon to defeat ISIS. These three leaders are engaged with the question of what to do about Syria, and the United States isn't even present. So what's the implications, for example, for our ally, the State of Israel, if a Russia-Turkey-Iran alliance is unchallenged in shaping the outcome of Syria?
Sir, I largely agree with the predicate of your question. We need to have a robust diplomatic effort related to the very set of issues you're describing. They were there for the purpose of discussing how they were going to carve up Syria. That's a rough statement of their mission, but that's what they were there for. The American people need to be represented at that table so that we can be part of that.
So what's our strategy? What's our strategy?
So I'll walk you through what we're trying to accomplish in Syria. It is difficult. I'll concede. It is incredibly complex, and Turkey's entry into Afrin took a already incredibly complex situation and put another twist in the cartwheel. So if you'll bear with me, we have the primary mission that we've been engaged in to defeat ISIS. We did so using a group of men who did great work, and we took the caliphate down, and we ought to be proud of it. There is still work to do. That mission is not yet complete.
The next element of it, I need you to be precise, because the chairman, even though I asked for longer periods of time for this question, like we did with Secretary Tillerson, is going to be wrapping that gap.
Senator, to talk about Syria strategy in 2 minutes is an enormous challenge.
Just give me the elements of the strategy.
So the other objective is to achieve a diplomatic outcome such that there's more stability. We can take down the violence, and so this is a diplomatic task, so that we get to a place where the Syrian people can ultimately govern themselves, and our goal is to make that a post-Assad Syria one day. It's a very difficult thing to accomplish.
Let me move to another part nearby in the world, Iran. Is it in the United States' national security interest to unilaterally withdraw from the Iran agreement without a strategy for what comes next?
Senator, I'm confident that whatever course the administration takes, we will have a strategy.
Well, so you're answering yes, it is in the national security interest to withdraw because you'll have a strategy? Is that what your answer is?
It is the national security interest that no matter which course we take on, we should develop a strategy to achieve the objectives that I think we all share to prevent Iran
from having. If the president unilaterally withdraws from the JCPOA in May, what does the administration intend to do? What will you be recommending in terms of reinstituting the pre-JCPOA sanctions on Iran and on those countries who engage with Iran?
So there's an active policy discussion around all of these issues about how this will proceed in the next 30 days and the days thereafter. The objective is very...
All right, I won't go on with that, but wow, lots of stuff happening, and I just thought it was very ironic that these three leaders all joined together to discuss the future of Syria a week ago. I mean, 8 days ago. So these are the major players. If you know your Bible prophecy, you know that these three countries are form an alliance against Israel in the end days. So if we're seeing this happening now, are we really we must be really close to the end days. There's so many things that are pointing us towards, signs that these are the last days. Remember, this generation shall not pass that sees these things, sees this alliance happening, sees the rebirth of Israel as a nation. How long is a generation? We don't know. 70 years is what this anniversary is coming up. Some people think that 70 years is a generation. I'm not saying it is, I'm not saying it isn't. But I just know we are close, and we need to prepare spiritually. We need to prepare in all ways, but mainly spiritually. We need to get right with God, so we will be ready for whatever happens in the near future. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for subscribing. God bless.